Hello folks, I'll let you all come in a second while it is doing it. I'm just uploading something to X while I'm waiting. Let me just log over to my YouTube actually, drag the chat out. I'm in a bad mood because United lost. But it is what it is. Getting people in here, we in? We in, people? Just watched Ted Lasso. What was that one? What's the Ted Lasso? What's Ted Lasso? Have I missed something? Let me change the scene. Just watched Ted Lasso. What was that one? What's the Ted Lasso? What's Ted Lasso? Yo, keeper error. United with a better team. It's too weak, that keeper. We've got no good keepers. We are like dog. Really, really are poor. So we're going to start off. So this is a weekly roundup, right? So I promised you a weekly roundup of stuff. So I'm going to go through the ones that I think are the most important things of the week. We're going to start off with Paulina Luna. And there's a clip here of what she's said recently on the alien topic, which I think this is probably the biggest thing that's happened this week, which is a congresswoman coming out saying what she said. And how this isn't all over the news, I don't know. It just shows you how we are controlled by the media. Can you speak about Stephen Gray? What do you want me to speak on Stephen Gray? I wasn't going to touch on Stephen Gray today. There's nothing really to speak about him. You can ask me questions about him if you like, and I can answer them for you. On Apple TV, it's about football. It's funny. UFO disclosure. Did you all get notifications, yeah? So I'm going to play this video a minute. Let me get this video in.
National Guard. My job there was an airfield manager, so I would interface and work a lot with the F-15 pilots at the unit. And so there had been an airspace incursion that had taken place when I was still at the time at the Guard. And I remember kind of talking to some of the pilots about it, and I was like, what was that? And they're like, we can't really talk about it. No one really wanted to address it. And so from what I'd gathered, that had been likely a UAP. And so that kind of was my perspective. Granted, I also grew up in the generation of the X-Files, and, I don't know if you remember.
She uses that term in a minute. I think it's in this clip where she says if you was to give like a mobile phone to the... I hate it when people say that now because it started, Michio Kaku, I think, said it. And then you heard Bob Lazar say it. And then you hear all these other people say it. It's like everyone uses different ways. Or imagine going to an anthill. Imagine like dropping a bicycle off in like the horse and cart era. Imagine dropping a mobile phone off. And it's like, just right, we get it. You heard it once and you're trying to jazz it up a little bit to make yourself sound smarter than what you really are. Stop it.
94 Independence Day. So like, for me specifically, I didn't look at it with like a crazy lens and perspective. I'm like, you never know if, we're the only ones out there, essentially.
But why did you assume that if it's a top secret incursion that he couldn't talk about, that it wasn't just a military craft from another country?
Because of the way that he was discussing it.
What did he say?
So he had been, he didn't want to, from what I gather, get taken off flight status. And he's like, I really can't discuss it. We couldn't really identify it, essentially, and it had outperformed them. And so that was my first, from a military perspective, kind of experience with someone who basically, there's a stigma within the flight community. Do you want to lose your security clearance? Is there this level of crazy that people kind of brand that will stick with you and kind of ruin your career?
But doesn't he have instrumentation on his jet?
Well, at the time, right? So it's an older platform, but he really didn't want to even talk about it. And I bring that up because...
What will full and final disclosure look like specifically? An announcement by the president, an actual live alien. I don't think it'll be. I think it'll be an event. It has to be an event because we've proven that we don't listen. So when people are trying to tell us something like this is a huge interview you're listening to here, nobody gives a shit. You go and tell your missus, your kids, your wife, whatever your people at work that are interested in UFOs say, "Hey, did you check this? What Luna said?" To be like, "Shut the who are you? I'm going watching Coronation Street. Stop talking to me about this stupid alien stuff." It's going to hit everybody right between the eyes, so it has to be an event. It can't be people speaking about it. No one's gonna take it seriously. I am on TikTok live as well at the minute. I'm trying to get the TikTokers over to here. But yeah, this is an interactive one, so I am going to be stopping and answering questions. So if you want to speak, you want to talk to me, whatever you want to send me in the direction to go and look at something, please. That's happened this week. Keep it on topic. Then let's do it. But it will be an event. This is why Blue Beam spoke a lot, because that would make people think, oh, hold on a minute, that's something. That's something. What the fuck is that? That's not ours.
Is now with
Welcome
our
in, Doris.
investigation and the task force that I run, actually the reason why the task force was formed was because of an event that happened at Eglin Air Force Base where both myself, Representative Matt Gaetz, and Representative Tim Burchett actually had responded and gone to investigate multiple Air Force pilots that had come forward in regards to UAP incidences that had occurred, and they were alleging that the Air Force was covering it up.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want. You can have really relaxed, slow-paced stuff where
Interesting.
Yeah, so that was that, and like I'm happy to go into detail on that one, but what I will tell you is the stuff that I saw at Eglin, how the military responded.
Just let everybody know, I will give you all a sneak peek at a clip from the Patrick Jackson interview that I did yesterday. It's not edited yet. I'm going to edit it a little bit and then upload it possibly tomorrow night about 6 p.m. or something like that. It's an hour and a bit long. It's a fascinating interview, really is. The part I'm going to show you is was someone that asked me to ask that question. Actually, it was a follower, someone I speak to.
Me being, a former service member, and then ultimately what I saw with the pushback of the military not even wanting to share with Congress information, which is a big problem because when you have Congress that's supposed to be the advocate and voice for the American people, the oversight body, and you're being denied access not just from a base commander but high level up at the Pentagon, even Secretary of Defense, it's a problem.
Do you think that it's possible?
Okay, so I'm answering both questions here. So the proton light, I can show you where you can get that from in this live. If you come over to YouTube, I can actually show you where you can get these proton lights from because I'm interested in getting one myself. It has the prices on there and stuff like that, so I will. I'll share it in this. I will share it in this. Why is it restricted me on TikTok for like alcohol and? It's weird. What are your thoughts about the mothership heading to Earth? Matt, where can we get the proton light? Right, I will answer that question in a minute. Just let me go through the live and stuff like that. Looking forward to it. Let me play this while I'm looking through these.
But these.
Oh wait, got a question. You work for Ancient Aliens, and I'm a massive, huge advocate. Advocate for what? Are you an advocate for?
Are U.S. vehicles that are top secret?
I definitely think that there's a level of advanced technology that the U.S. government has, and I think that tech can be housed within the defense contractor realm, and of course, some information is going to be classified. But I can also tell you, and this might sound crazy, but based on our investigations and stuff that we've seen, okay, there is definitely something that I think would rival what we know currently with physics, and a tech that potentially is out there that we don't have the ability to reproduce.
How big's that though, what she's saying? That's huge, right? And people aren't even interested. Like, we're interested, that's why we're watching it, right? And I guarantee most of you have seen this, but some of you won't have. Some of you, this is just like, it's a long interview that she did with Joe Rogan, but this is a good part. It's like at the very beginning as well.
Dropping a cell phone right off.
This is the part I'm talking about. She's just, all these people seem to like saying this, and you'll know what I mean. If you've researched it, every single person now says this to just wrap it up in a different bit of bullshit.
Back during the time of maybe cavemans. So like we just don't have the tech to develop it yet. What I can also tell you is based on our interviews, and this has been something that you can go back and watch with the congressional hearings, but I was actually able to ask some of the witnesses, what are these things? And they keep saying interdimensional, and then when you talk about the interdimensional aspect of, are these things pre-existing, maybe outside of
You're not waiting, are you? You want to see that clip, don't you, that I speak to Patrick Jackson about, right? That's the clip I'm going to share with you. I promise you, that's the clip I'm going to share with you. Do you want me to share that with you now before we carry on? Are you going to be like you're not going to be patient? TikTok, you've got to come and see this part of the clip from the Patrick Jackson interview where I ask him this question, thinking it's just going to be told it's bullshit. You'll have to come over and find out, won't you? You want to see it? You're very well. And you know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to make you wait. No, I'm going to make you wait.
What we currently know as our own dimension. That stuff can kind of all sound crazy, but at the end of the day,
today,
my job as an investigator is...
But the full interview will be tomorrow. I've not got time tonight. I'm already in a bad mood because United. I've stopped drinking. That's how much of a bad mood I'm in. I'm not drinking any more gin. She can have it.
To receive all the information, decipher it, and then ultimately from a congressional aspect, if you do have contractors that are withholding information or operating outside of the purview of the federal government...
Good evening, Sweden.
I mean, there's budgetary issues, but there's definitely something that I can tell you with confidence that exists that we don't know how to explain currently.
So when you say that it operates outside our understanding of physics, what specifically are you saying? Like what happened?
To I guess break
Welcome
it down
in
in simple terms is that I think that some of the tech that exists, that whatever these things
can we
have,
just
these
like say as well, like
have,
what she says in these 15 minutes, this clip, right? Which I'll put in the description. It is from the Joe Rogan clips, right? People have been saying this for years, and some people have been deplatformed, and just like David Icke, Alex Jones, all these, we had Phil Schneider, all these people that do weird things to themselves, apparently, and hurt themselves as well. Why she get away with it? Is it because she's pretty? Why is she allowed to speak about it freely on the biggest platform on YouTube and it's fine? Well, all these people have been speaking about this for decades. It's purely because people would crawl over hot coal to sniff one of Luna's farts. That is all it is over. They think she's pretty. She'll get away with it. She could say whatever she wants. She could say, well, I did something to this building, I made love with an alien, and I'm currently pregnant with the alien. And they'd be like, oh, really, Luna? That's what they mean.
Energy things? What do you mean?
Well, they call them interdimensional beings. I think that they can actually operate through the time spaces that we currently have. And that's not something that I came up with on my own. That's based on stuff that we've seen. That's based on information that we've been told. And then also, too, I think that there's this historical aspect of, this gets into the deeper theories and concepts of religion and I think the history that we currently know and that kind of spins off into another topic of you have the modern day Bible, you have this aspect of Bibles or books of the Bible that have been removed that explain and kind of touch on these topics. And I think that we're in a time and age where you have such a vast amount of information that we have access to via social media, via your cell phone, via the internet. And so it's really changing the way that we understand, the origins of life and the spiritual reality that we know.
When you
currently.
say interdimensional beings, that they know that these are interdimensional beings, how do they know that?
She's talking about archonic entities spoken about in Christian.
Based on testimony would be based on witnesses that have come forward, but what I can tell you is
So the witnesses just were told that they were interdimensional?
that they've seen things. And what I can tell you without getting into classified conversations is that there have been incidences that I believe where very credible people have reported.
Kyle, I'm gonna share a clip with you in a bit. You might be interested in from that interview from yesterday.
That there have been movement outside of time and space.
That's very vague.
Yeah. So, look.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Look. Have I seen a portal open? No. Have I seen a spaceship? Personally, no. Have I seen evidence of this? Yes. Have I seen photo documentation of aircraft that I believe were not made by mankind? Yes. Is there historical significance to this? Yes. Is there multiple events that go back to, I would argue, maybe even before the time of Christ that have documented this in text? Yes. So do I believe that the government has access to certain technology? Yes, to an extent. And I believe that certain contractors potentially have back engineered this tech. I think that that's what can explain the advancements that we're seeing. But I also.
Yes, it was a good interview. Like he's very well prepared now. So when I watched his previous interviews, obviously did a bit of research on him and stuff like that. And like, I'm not behind the door. I spent £9.99, so you can get another little promo from me here for free. The Sphere Network. This is his book. It's £9.99. I paid on Amazon. It took 24 hours to get here. I'm halfway through it. I wanted to finish it before I spoke to him, but I got most of the information after him. But there's some fascinating things in here. Like I'll show you this part here. I've got the video to this as well, right? He sent me the video today, which will be in the interview tomorrow. I'm going to edit it in. So there's a picture I'm going to show you now, and it's from that proton light. So if my TikTokers and my YouTubers there can see it. So I do highly recommend his book. It is really good because it goes into his childhood. He had some experiences as a child. Quite a brave lad. I would probably have run the other way. You'll know what I mean when you watch the interview or you read his book. And he goes into his job, and then it goes into how he used the skills from his job to implement this into things like East Drive. He wants to do something with me. He wants to come to Manchester and do things and stuff like that. There's something I have to clip out of the video, which I'm not happy about, but I do it because he's asked me to do it. But hopefully that will come out in the future in hopefully an investigation, maybe with me and Patrick. So that'd be even better, right? You'll get it with me as well as Patrick. And I'm only 50 minutes away from East Drive as well. If he wanted to come and do something there, and we want to try and do something there. So I asked this and stuff. So it's very interesting what he was saying. So I'm talking there, and I've got TikTok on here because the TikTokers just don't listen and don't come over to YouTube. I'm trying to get you over to YouTube because like TikTok keep restricting it. Like it's over 18s now, but that's because I have a vape and stuff like, which is fine anyway. It'll pay off in the long run. Patrick's summarised PDF is here. Wow. Yeah, the proton light was what that guy was using. Yeah. Thank you. Was it crazy? Come to my house. I can show you lots of ships that never leave around mine at night. Come down low. I'm going to start doing some field investigations and stuff in the UK. I need to start doing things in the UK, I think. I need to start pushing that and being the front for that because I think I've got the energy for it. So it's having the time. It's not that I've not got the energy or the passion for it. It's the time for it. And I don't, like I said, I never want to make this a full-time job. Unless someone wants to just come and say, you know what, Matt, I'm well off. You like, I'm interested watching your stuff. Here's some cash that you can just retire. Just go and just do your investigations and give me some content. I'll be like, all right, I'll do that for you. But it's not going to happen, is it? So I've got to do it the hard way. I'll come. Yeah, everyone would want to come. It's me, innit? Everyone would want to come and get it. Because, you know, for a fact, there'll be a laugh along the way. We'll have a laugh. Right, let's carry on a minute. Let's get through this video.
I also believe that this is a dangerous level of hidden information from the American people, because if you have an aspect of the federal government, which I can tell you, I, with 2 other members of Congress, were denied access to information at Eglin Air Force Base pertaining to whistleblowers because of the fact, and we can get into that story and what happened at Eglin in a second, but we were denied access and told that we don't have security clearance or the read-in authority on a special access program. That's a problem because I'm supposed to represent and be an investigative body.
Hello, Lily.
And you have then people who are unelected that are operating basically in secrecy, and that's a problem. That's a big problem.
And so how do these people have the authority to do that?
I think it's been decades of classified secret information, then also this aspect of the intelligence community that's been empowered. And it's kind of serendipitous with timing because when you talk about the intelligence communities and what they've done essentially to the trust in this country with the American people, I think this goes all the way back even into JFK, with how they basically have operated outside of the purview of Congress. And basically to...
Right, I'm going to pause that there a minute. Sign me up. I'll be running away if anything happens. Has anybody seen anything this week that you want me to cover? TikTok, YouTube, whatever you want. Is there anything you want me to look at here while I'm on here? I don't know if I covered it in the last live. I don't think I did. I think it was on the end. It was before this came out. But Jon Stewart did release the location of the huge UFO, apparently, which is in Woomera. Is it Woomera? How do I say Woomera? I thought that's Woomera. That's how you spell it. But apparently the Australians are like, you're not saying Woomera right, mate. You're not saying Woomera right. So someone needs to teach me how to say Woomera. For me, it's Woom. Or is it Woomera? Woomera. I don't know. Someone spell it out how it should be said for me. So he said it's in Woomera. But funnily enough, I did a video, didn't I? And I said 24 hours before it's in Woomera because of my quick research on AI ChatGPT. And then he comes out and says it's that. Just the proton light link. Has anyone had 2 ad breaks already? YouTube is getting worse. I do apologise. As you may be aware, when you watch my videos now, ads do appear, and that is because YouTube have monetized my content because I've hit the watch hours. So don't go mad at me for that. It's not my fault. YouTube just monetizes you when you get to a certain amount. I got there quicker than I thought, to be honest with you. But it's only adverts. You can skip them after like 10 seconds or something like that. But you do buy me a full tin of beans if you watch the full advert. Right, let me put the that. Do you want me to talk about Woomera? Oh, I know what you want. I know what you want. I need to work out how to do this without showing you my screen. Give me a minute. So you want, I think, the proton light link, right? So let me see if I can find that for you. I've got it. Watch everyone his adverts so he can buy me a car, thanks. Yeah, that girl that's commenting, that's my daughter. Any weirdos go or message my daughter. There'll be a Netflix series made on how you went missing. Right, so let me go. Right, Jon Stewart. No, I'm going to show you what you want. This is what you want. Gosh, I had a plan and everything, and you come on here and start talking to me. Why can't you just sit there and drink and be quiet? Engagement. Buddy, how's you? I'm good, thank you, Agent X. YouTube used to force my TV into 3 full-minute interrupted adverts. Lol. Have you seen Through the Veil, through the simulation? I have. No, I spoke to Brad the Ark, though. You need to speak to him. We need another interview with him soon, actually. You can pay $8 a month and there's no commercials. Yes, you can pay. I don't pay YouTube to skip adverts. I have to watch adverts as well, as you've noticed in my lives and stuff like that. Right, I've got the link. Let me show you the link. It's called Fear Tech. Right, so you TikTokers can't see this. This is a proton light that allows you to see alien interdimensional beings, right? So let me scroll through it for you. So, US Congress now admits that UAPs are real. Now you can observe the phenomenon for yourself. With the help of our unique devices, you can not only detect the presence of paranormal UAP phenomena, but even cause them yourself, as confirmed by many teams around the world. Be part of the breakthroughs. I am getting one of these. I will do some live streams of it. So the products, the Q-Scope, £75. £75 to be able to see something on the other side. So the ultra-sensitive triboelectric detector reacting to both positive and negative static electric charges occurring typically during UAP and paranormal events can track real-time presence and movement of UAPs and poltergeists. Sorry I'm late. It's okay, I'll let you off. Foil Hats has been in Pentuck doing a bit of investigating, so you might want to give him a follow. He's going to have some footage of this over the next coming thingies. And he might even join me on a Sunday to do like a joint host thing. And if anybody wants to come and join and do like a co-host thing one Sunday, feel free to reach out to me. I'm open to that. I'm open to someone else talking to me and sharing stuff. Q Code Gold, this is £165. Maybe these are more expensive ghosts. So, experimental unit that mimics atomic light, high energy strobe. Use it outside the city in remote areas. After midnight, in pitch black night periods, the light pattern will initiate reaction of the spheres. Okay. And localized paranormal effects will occur. Use with maximum of 3 people. Use any static field, Q-scope recommended, or EMF detector to track their presence. With night vision, infrared cameras or goggles, you can even see them coming. Sounds insane, right? Sounds cool. We need to add this to our investigation pack. We need to create an investigation team that's situated around the world. We put funds in, we buy the equipment, and whoever's, say something happens up north, send me. Something happens down south, send someone else. Or if we can get there all together and do it like that. I really want to do East Drive, so I'm going to pay to. I've already reached out to try and do East Drive. I want to do 3 nights at East Drive. 3 nights. Why? You'll find out in the interview. Why 3? He thinks it's 3 nights. So I want to do 3 nights. I want to get a few people, potentially content creators with decent channels and stuff like that, so we can actually get eyes on this paranormal activity that goes on at this house. It's just a council house in Pontefract. And there's other ones as well around there, which is in this book, The Sphere Network. Like I keep saying, do some more advertisements for Patrick. You need to buy it. So these are the things here. So that's £165. The Q-code application for Android, £5. This is alternative for Q-code device. Ready to be installed to your Android mobile phone. Great to use it. What? The Q-code application for Android. Is this a ghost hunting device? Great to use inside Haunted. This application can trigger paranormal activity in a matter of seconds. Please use with care as far as the app can increase paranormal activity and start unusual things to happen. Wow, that's a £5 and it can go on your phone right now. Come on then. We're going to do that, and I'm going to do some lives. Like, I know it's a UFO channel, but if this is connected, then these ghosts aren't ghosts. And like I said and he said, all these people that die, where are the ghosts? It's like 108 people every second or something. And it's all the stats are in the books. Like, where are all these ghosts and poltergeists and stuff like that? Like, where's my dad? My dad's dead. He said he was going to trip me up from me downstairs. I've not had that yet. Still able to walk up and downstairs. So where are these ghosts? Maybe it's something else. I actually don't believe that an app can summon ghosts. Neither do I. But you know what? I'm willing to spend £5 out of my hard-earned kids' inheritance money and go and actually try that out. Might do that tonight, actually. It's only a £5, isn't it? Quantum Paranormal, a 21st century analysis of the paranormal phenomenon. That's his other book, that's $9.99. You got the Sphere Network. I've not bought his Quantum Paranormal one, so I can't give you any details and if that's a good book or anything like that. But what I can say is the Sphere Network, that is a brilliant book. And I've not even finished it yet. I'm getting to the juicier parts. Because I kept stopping it because I forgot to ask him a question. I forgot to ask him whether these things are connected to ley lines as well. I'll message him in a minute. Ask him that. Right, so is that him? That must have been him. So who's interested in getting some of them? Who's interested in that? Lol, poor kids. It's all connected, Matt, interdimensional, yeah. I'll show you the video, actually. Should I give you a little sneak peek of the video? Let me have a look. Download. Get there. Check this out. Check this out. How am I doing this? Get some behind the scenes here. TikTok, you ain't going to see this because TikTok don't allow you to see adult things. You have to be babied and looked after. So unless you want to see it, you need to come over to YouTube. UFOs around the world. Hit the notification on the way over as well, so you can see this video. That'll be in the interview tomorrow. Right, got it here. You ready, folks? So it's a 33-second clip. You ready? Let me get the finger up here. I want the light. I want the light as well. Let's go. Check this out. Now, just pause it there a second. What he did say was, this wasn't repeated after this. So whatever happened here, this bit here, didn't happen again for the remainder. So it was something was happening at this moment. Hi Ron for Ireland, UFO Highways. I'm from Ireland, UFO Highways. How dare you come in here and plug your channel? How dare you come in here and plug your UFO Highway channel, that brilliant channel of yours? How dare you come in and plug that brilliant channel of yours? So what do you think? So this, right, I'll show you the clip. You want to see the Patrick Jackson clip, right? We're on it, aren't we? So let's share that then. Let's share the Patrick Jackson clip as well. I didn't want to do this yet. You're just a bunch of bastards. Just a bunch of bastards. Right, where is it? Where's the... Not that one. Just give me a second, folks. Let me find the clip. Where did I put it? Oh, I put it on my X. I'll give a click on it. Let me go on my X here. Eh? That's weird. What's the name of the light you showed? I'll come back to it in a second. Let me So you get a short, sneaky peek here, right? Let me see if the sound's working. Hello, Patrick, and there we go. So that's the beginning. That's all you're getting, right? You can't see it because you're not on YouTube. So we're going to go to a minute and 18 here. Research and... Are you listening, Kyle? Yeah? Coming to a conclusion that there has to be something that's created this. It's 2 papers days before it came out. So I know that I can trust this person with certain things. But they asked me a question to ask you. It could be a good, it could be, I don't know, it could be a nothing burger. So he's asked me, he said, he may know what you were talking about, but a little over a year ago, I saw an episode of Cosmic Road where Jack discussed the Sphere Network and Patrick Jackson. Then he mentioned his paranormal work and an incident in which I believe it was a friend of Patrick's used a proton light, which Patrick sells. It is supposed to show spirits. Supposedly, the guy used it and freaked the F out. He saw something that disturbed the hell out of him. The guy fled his house and went to his friend's place. I think he said the guy went to the hospital after having a breakdown. Don't know if it's true, but if it is, I'm dying to know and would make great conversation. Hope all is well. Well?
Yeah. So I also designed and built some what we call dog whistles. And I released one a few months ago, but there's also another version which is like a strobe, and it's a coded strobe. So what it's designed to do is not only just to alert kind of like the Sphere network itself, but also it allows the way it works. It can penetrate adaptive stealth. So what it means is if something is using some sort of visual stealth, it can burn through it. So what it means is that when these things come up close to it, you can see them. Yeah.
Well, it's true.
Yeah.
That story's true then, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy shit. And so who was the guy? What happened? Did he just see something and then did he explain what he
was
seen?
very interested. He was saying that he was getting some sort of paranormal effects in his house. And I think he's an engineer as well, so he's quite a bright guy. And he purchased one of the units, and he switched it on in his lounge, and he came back from the kitchen, and he saw 2 big guys with huge eyes staring at him, and it freaked him out so much that he ran out of his house and to a friend's house, And then because he was in such a state, he then booked himself into a mental home for a couple of nights.
Have you ever spoke about this on any? And that's all you're getting on that, folks. So you'll have to wait till tomorrow till I've edited and stuff like that. There's things I need to take out of it, things I need to add to it, stuff like that. So it answered your questions, whoever asked me that question and stuff like that. That's interesting. So let's go.
To even mentioning aspect.
Let me show this as well. What I play this for you. This is about Carl Nell.
Of this. To those who don't remember.
So you've took me off track here, so I'm a bit all over the place now. I had it all planned, so it's not in any order now. That would freak me out. Damn, damn.
Remember, you can go to my most watched videos. I don't know if it's
welcoming the people that have come in and have not welcomed yet.
It's even in the top 10 now because fortunately people have been responding well to the work that I've been doing. But there's a video, the first one that it went semi-viral for the channel. It was about an alleged object that was course correcting and allegedly coming towards Earth. And right now, I know that there's a lot of talk about this.
So when he spoke about that, right, he spoke about that back in last year, year before, just something like that. And I did a video on it, and it got 2 million views. He got a lot of shit for that. I've told him about it though. I said that because I speak to my ex and stuff like that, so he knows they got a lot of views on that because of that. And Patrick got a lot of fingers for that as well, because TikTok just went insane with that video of the James Webb Telescope when we shared it.
Interstellar object, the 3-eye atlas. I don't think those are related. And the main objective of that video was to expose briefings that were happening in Congress in unclassified settings. There was somebody that was doing this. And initially, I thought this was Lou Elizondo who was doing this because he came out with Matt Ford, and that's what prompted me to release the information that I had to say this.
There have been some significant rumors of events regarding UAP that may occur within, like 10 years or so. I don't know if it's something coming or a natural disaster. You hear of something big coming down the pike. Have you heard of these claims? And if so, do you have any idea what it may be?
Yes, I've heard of them. Yes, I'm aware of them. And
you talk shit, as you always do. Go and write another shitty book.
There's
Mom! I forgot the keys! Oh. Mom! I'm soaking!
If you want to make a full-time income from home working part-time, you need to know this one concept, because there is a new and better way to make money in UK real estate without ever buying houses and being a landlord. You never get any loans. You don't need to buy, fix up and renovate homes like you see on TV shows like Homes Under the Hammer. That can be risky. And you never put money down, you never get credit checked, and you don't need any prior experience or qualifications in order to start doing this on the side. In fact, you could run this from your kitchen on the evenings and weekends, or you could take your laptop and run it from a coffee shop like I do if you like, because you never visit any of these houses to flip them. And it's a simple formula, and to give an example of one of my students.
It's not my conversation to have, but I am aware of it.
So when that happened, I released my video. It was misquoted. It was misinterpreted. A lot of people made it seem like I created the rumor. It wasn't me. And there's also people who think that John Ramirez was the first one who said that rumor. He then came out to clarify that he heard that from channelers, and he was really pissed off that he was also misquoted and also misinterpreted. And that's why he stopped doing a lot of podcasts. When I was trying to get him on the show, he was very hesitant because of that. And I completely understand, because anybody would hate being misquoted like that, especially with something so important. But the rumor mill hasn't stopped.
Who's going to buy one of those Proton? Patrick Jackson's just messaging me, actually. He's wanted to give me some advice on something, but that's why I wasn't being rude. I was just typing that reply to him. Who's going to buy one of them proton lights though? Because I'm thinking I'm going to get maybe the app first, £5, see what that's about. This phone's going to die in a minute. It's on 4%. So if you want to finish off, you're going to have to come over to YouTube and afraid TikTok.
This rumor is about. And there's a lot of people that have been getting involved in the rumor, a lot of misinformation and disinformation. And I just can't stay quiet on what I found out, because what made me do this video and tell you who was there on those unclassified settings, telling members of Congress and Congress staffers that something was coming, was this.
Thank you for subscribing, whoever that was. Couldn't see that. Didn't make it big enough.
He was responding to yet another rumor.
And thank you to the members as well. I appreciate that.
Alleged invasion.
What I should have done, what I might do actually, is I might put the
not an invasion,
Patrick Jackson interview up to members 24 hours before
legacy program
everyone else.
To return the NHI prisoners in tech, not an invasion. And then somebody named French on X asked, what happens at the deadline? And Mr. Sands says the program will be confronted about the situation, and bad things will happen to the people inside the program whom are responsible for the stolen tech and illegal imprisonment.
Good morning, UFO. She's got a great channel, by the way, and thank you so much for the £4.99. £4.99 I said. I just messed that right up, didn't I? Thanks for keeping the search for truth going, my friend. I'm going to start doing live streams Saturday soon, so maybe we could do a show. Yes, I think we should do a Sunday show. I like to do the Sunday roast around 6 p.m, 7 p.m. UK time. Just let me know, and we can sort something out. I'm looking to work with other content creators. You just got to have a sense of humour. I don't care attitude, and just a good personality, really. Just be down to earth. And you are, because I've watched your stuff.
Of the occupants, bad juju. And I know what a lot of people are going to say. There's a lot of folks that don't believe Mr. Jason Sands. I have my own reservations about him. What I can tell you is that he's a decent human being. He's not a bad man. I've spoken to him a number of times, and I don't think he has ill intentions. I do think that it's possible that he was manipulated, or that his brain was tampered with who knows what technologies. There's the MK Ultra program that is always talked about. I don't think that has stopped. I think there are new ways or different ways in which you can implant memories on people and influence people to say things. And the funny thing about Jason,
Tets, I love it, and my kids go out into the back garden after me to watch it some nights, as they love it too. As it's the nights we all go throughout that. It's got a lot of things happening. Everyone's experienced things at the minute. Even I'm experiencing things and stuff like that. We're in an incredible time. I think we're on the brink of something extraordinary. Just pay attention to just be mindful who you're listening to. It's so hard, like, for people that are new to it, or just don't really know where to look in the subject. It must be a nightmare for you to know who to trust. You better off just being with someone that's researched it a long time. Look for those people and stick with them. Don't be just following these people that are writing books and, they're on News Nation, and don't just do that. Don't do that. Because News Nation, every other channel, they have had people on that have lied and are grifting and are doing things as well. So they don't always promote truth. So I think it's a false thing to say when we are fact driven. Well, are you?
Is that he was?
He's all right. Pavel, he's pretty good, but he don't claim to be a researcher. I asked him. I said, "I like your channel. It's good." He said he doesn't claim to be a researcher, which was interesting. I claim to be a researcher. That's where I'm not a journalist. I'm a researcher. I've researched it for so long. I've got every right to say that I'm a researcher on this. I've got every right to say if I think someone's talking bollocks, I'll say you're talking bollocks. And if I think you're talking the truth, I'll be like, I like that. That's the truth. I don't hold back. That's why I think I'll struggle to get certain people on as guests. So I've got to try and pretend that I'm really, really nice. And I like them. And then bam, in the final 10 minutes of the interview, just take them down, have them crying. Just have a box of Andrex there for them.
stationed where he claims he was. He was part of that.
Richard Dolan is the host now. Richard Dolan, yes, that's on the need to know. Thank you so much for the $5, by the way, Kyle. I really appreciate that. I don't pay much attention to that goal. I put it up for a laugh. I think I'll do a bungee jump or something if I hit it. Something's just winding people up. You got to put something, haven't you?
Communications team. So he was exposed to a lot of classified information. What I don't know is whether some of the things
I'm using OBS, so I don't know how to put the chats on the screen on this. So I'll have to work that out.
I think that maybe even he sometimes doubts that a lot of those memories are real.
Maybe Good Morning UFO can help me out.
In order to get more clarity on this, I've been asking around, and people have been responding well to my work. People within all different areas of ufology, and I think that the work that I do speaks for itself. So based on all of the people that are like close or in the vicinity of the ones involved in this rumor that has been spreading and has been already become a broken telephone game at this point, I've heard the same name. And I've heard that this person is trying to control whatever disclosure should be like. And when I say the name, you guys are going to realize that it's possible that this person has a clear idea of what disclosure should be like. And this has prompted him
for this discussion. And so, Carl, here's the $1 million question. Do you believe that a higher form of non-human intelligence has visited this planet?
Right. So non-human intelligence exists.
So we're going to play it all, but we're getting to the idea that Cownell, that's where the rumour things sort of gone into. If you want to watch that again, this will be linked in the description. This is just a roundup, a weekly roundup for people. And like I said, I had it planned out until you all distracted me and wanted to see what I did yesterday with Patrick. And we've seen John Stewart thing. This is the next thing that I think the alien mummies found in Peru and stuff like that.
Be wondering.
This part I'm going to share here. This chapter is Jesse's personal take on M types and J types, which are what they've put them in those categories for these skeletal remains. So I'm going to play this for you, so you get his opinion.
Jesse, how do you personally shake out? Well, you have to think probabilistically, so I'd rather just list the facts around the case. And I'm just a dude on YouTube with no credentials to make any claims whatsoever. But if you really want to
stupid adverts.
know my opinion.
What's worse than getting adverts while watching me is watching this and getting adverts and then watching adverts on the stream that you're watching as well.
Under my head, I'm just going to go out and say, I think the M-types are probably real.
So he thinks these M-types are real.
My guess is the genetics reading Steve Mera got with one female and one male phalange on Maria's body was probably due to human contamination. And Flavio Estrada in the Peruvian Ministry of Culture, I think they're just bad faith actors. I don't trust them at all. And there are really no other solid debunks on this. Very few serious people are looking at this case. And when serious people do get involved, they think these beings are real. Of course, on the fake side, these could be ancient humans that underwent traditional head binding and had their fingers and toes.
A dude from YouTube that was randomly introduced to Grush and handed a documentary with him the day he told the world about the bodies and craft in Congress. A dude from YouTube that was randomly introduced to Grush and handed documentary with him the day. Yeah, explain a bit more on that. Good morning. I don't know your real name. Tell me your real name. Or I'm just going to keep saying good morning to you and you're going to think that's weird because it's the afternoon time. Both, I should buy premium as I always watch YouTube now. No. Don't worry. Just watch those adverts. It's fine. It puts beans and toast on my child's table. See who's saying they aren't both male and female. Jesse has connections. Jesse has 100% got connections.
Manipulated. But on that,
I've tried to give him something this week. If you can get in contact with him and tell him to check the video that I've tagged him in. I've got them in the interview from Peru, and I've got them alien pictures from Peru, from the Sangalan Island. He needs to investigate that if he's got the funds to go and do that. You know, I just need to message me and I can hand him straight over to the person that I'm speaking to, the source. There's 8 more interviews.
I'll defer to the 3 different sets.
Sorry, Patchy Dratson was messaging.
That's of forensic experts, all looking for finger and toe manipulation and for human head binding. None of them found any evidence for either. Then on top of that, we're very close to a couple of very clear smoking guns from proving these are real. For example, if you definitively proved that Montserrat's fetus inside of it was also tridactyl, at that point you'd be accusing gravedigger Waqueros of cloning abilities that elite American researchers don't even have. Now, also at the risk of stirring controversy, I think the J-types are more likely to be fake or reconstructions. Maybe homages paid to the real M-type. The llama proteins found on the isolated J-type head are very interesting to me, and admittedly, I just have an instinctive allergic reaction to them given how stylized their faces look. But even then, you have DICOM files showing bones, veins, capillaries, things that are hard to fake. You have eggs inside the bodies of beings like Louisa. And here's where things get weird. You have the fact that the J-type beings look a lot like some other beings in global UFO and alien cases. Take the Russian snow alien case in 2011, another case that was written off by quote-unquote
Check your email. Yeah, I've just got the email. I'll check it in a minute. You want to check it now on the stream?
You see, back in 2011, Russian National Channel 1 aired a report about a supposed mass UFO sighting in the Irkutsk.
What's that? Every day is a grift. That's the joke about better still gets me lol. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of Vetted, I'll be honest with you. He had connections to the intelligence agencies. That's cool. And them odds can... That's the joke. The chest implants were a surprise. Yeah. Yeah, like, I've got nothing against Vetted. I just don't think he adds any value to his videos. Like today, he's just posted someone else's videos. And there's much better content creators out there that don't get the virality that Vetted do. Polarity's better, in my opinion. Polarity's better than all these other people that aren't massive on it. Like Skyfire News, I watched that the other day with Good Morning. She joined that. They're better. They go into more details of that. I just think Patrick's got a bit lucky with the way he does things, but it is what it is. He's got his own goal, hasn't he? But you won't hear me going, hello, it's Matt here from UFOs Around the World, and have I got somebody else's video to share with you today? But first, please like and subscribe. So, give absolutely nothing in return, and just share the video, and then say, and please like and subscribe. And I've got a really big fucking surprise for you at the end. Yeah, I'm flying over with the money that I made from everybody else's videos to go and investigate psionics and these fucking things in the sky. No, fuck off. It's not for me.
Blast, a region in southeastern.
Oh yeah, I remember. Every day's a grift. Peace.
In Siberia. That was February. A month later, in March, a video was posted of this UFO sighting. The closest to the strange lights was Pensioner.
Let me just read. Sorry, I just missed the comment there. It is interactive, so I'm going to stop and start. I do want to speak to you. It's my opportunity every once a week to actually speak with you, as well as my TikTok. The only thing I don't like about Patrick is that he'd never invited me on, but he did give me a shout out, which was cool. I hope he invites me so I can say no. I hope he sends me a friend request so I can ignore it. Hello, Matt. You are doing such a great job. Wonderful research. Thank God for YouTube. Yes, go on an adventure. Psionics, love that. Yeah, his thing is, so it's like I said, he's got his own thing. He's fell out with a few people along the way as well, and you can see that he gets a lot of hate on X and stuff like that, and they see right through him. They just think he's useless on the topic. He's not. If you're interested in the topic, Patrick's good for one thing. if you want to go and watch everybody's videos, the best parts shared on his channel, which I think is rather rude. Like, I've just shown you a clip here, for example, of Jesse's, and I've shared the part where he gives his view on it. I haven't shared any of the compelling parts or anything like that. I haven't shared the entire thing that would ruin it for you if you go and watch it. I just think that's rude. It's bullshit. Again, it's just my opinion.
Nelly Stepanovna.
And I wouldn't want to go on Patrick's show because he's not a researcher or anything like that. Why would I want to speak to Patrick? He's just a podcaster that got into the niche.
People are confident that these are the UFOs. The lights were hanging.
Someone's got to say it as it is, people. Someone's got to just say it as it
Several
is.
spheres were breaking apart.
If I was doing something like that or making mistakes, I expect my followers to say, Matt, you're doing it wrong. I'm not liking it. You need to change within 24 hours or I'm unsubscribing. And I'll try my best to try and cater to you, when in reality I'll probably just block you.
And then an unpleasant smell, like from the exploded little bombs boys like to blow up. They lined up in the shape of a cone.
Russia's a fascinating place for the UFO stuff.
The women ahead of us shouted, "Look, the UFO!" I heard a rumble, and then I saw a pink light.
Let's catch up. Yes, Go on Adventure, I read that one. It's them visitors that keep me awake every night as I keep hoping to turn up for a chat. 20 feet up. Laughing emoji faces by Good Morning UFO. What time is it over there, by the way? Is it morning time? And yet, I don't think you told me your real name. Oh, you did tell me your name. It's Amy, innit? Amy. Amy, right? I think it is. A craft went into it, and it looked cool as fuck, but telling people they just don't believe until they see it. I think you're lying, Aiden, to be honest with you. I don't believe you at all. I think you're coming on here just talking absolute bullshit. Yes, Matt needs a medal for coming on YouTube. He's a great host. Thank you. I appreciate that. When I'm sober, I can be a better host. I'm a volunteer at the largest UFO archive in the world. All right. Ooh, I'm the largest UFO. What is it? I'm the largest volunteer. No, I'm a volunteer. I'm the only person on the planet that can add words when reading something that aren't even there, which I've just done twice. I'm a volunteer at the largest UFO archive in the world. Newfork. She works at Newfork. We have 2 buildings on the side of a public elementary dedicated to an archive of UFO info. That's fascinating. I'm actually fascinated with that. You need to do a show on that. Yes, respect, mate. Love your channel. 1:27 p.m. 1:27 p.m. Wow. You're quite behind us. We know what happens for the rest of your day. Oh, it's insane. It's insane. We know who wins the football matches and everything. I promise you, Matt, not a lie, has been said that I have the family to back up my claims. Aidan, I'm winding you up. I'm not saying you're lying. Just come on, read the room, man. Read the personality. I'm allowed to have a laugh. I've got to have some pleasures in life. If anybody's going to wind you up, it has to be me. Right, I think I've caught up with the chat. So, Amy, it is Amy, I'm not being rude there. I'm pretty sure it's Amy. Yeah, Amy. Right, Good Morning UFO set. All right, New Mexico, 3 hours from Roswell. Hearts. Where's that comment just gone? You've just retracted a comment. Did you just dox yourself? Was you about to dox yourself? Yeah, that's funny. Oh, wait, no. I'm watching from Albuquerque, New Mexico, 3 hours from Roswell. You need to get your boots on the ground and go and do that. I know you are, lol. I think we do need to look at that, though. So this is the... You proper distracted me today. So, Paulina Luna, that's the biggest thing for the week for me, right? That's the biggest takeout from this live that was planned that you've just totally ruined because you wanted to know about Patrick Jackson and stuff like that. Right, so, yeah, that's the biggest thing. If you've not watched that with Joe Rogan, go and watch it. That's a congresswoman telling you basically she's seen things not of this planet. The second big thing, I would say, was the alien mummies with Jesse Michaels, where he says that he thinks it's real. And I think Jesse's quite a credible person. If he's been over there and he's well connected, like Amy said, he's someone to think it. The next thing is me interviewing Patrick Jackson. That's a big thing as well, because he's going to be all over the place very, very soon. All over the place. And then the incoming events with Carl Nell, that's probably going to be a fourth. Other than that, John Stewart saying that the huge UFO is in Woomera. I still don't even know if I'm saying Woomera right. But I told you that the day before. Do you remember that? When I said in that video. because I went through ChatGPT for 2 seconds, just did a bit of investigation, and he said it would say it's in Woomera. I think they told Luna a spiel to make her look stupid on Joe Rogan. That I also thought, because what good way to do it is on the biggest show on YouTube after mine, which is Joe Rogan, and then you get the Congresswoman Luna, who's heading that sort of like tasking of the UFO stuff, to just come and talk absolute bollocks, and it get ripped apart later on in the week, or later on in the month, or later on in the year. Good morning, UFO. Email me. I think I can help you. Oh, I don't know. There's a bit of a dodgy one there, Amy. I don't know. It's a bit dodgy, Kyle. It's a bit dodgy. I think my ChatGPT is a woman and calls herself Nova. That's just women fee, innit? It's just women. It's AI women fee, innit? You ask ChatGPT, what do you want to talk about? And it says, I don't know. Anything. What do you want to talk about? Ask ChatGPT what he wants to eat, and if he says he doesn't know, then it's a woman. Looks bad from the side, had 22 stitches. Oh, I've missed some here. What have I missed? Right, so good morning, UFO. Did you see any of my Patrick Jackson stuff that I shared? Because you could help me share this, by the way. You have a platform, so you could be beneficial for this. Amy, did you see it? Like I said, it'll be tomorrow about 6 p.m. I might try and edit it tonight, but I probably won't. It's too hot and sweaty, and I'm in a really bad mood today. I don't know what else this week that I can really go into. They're the three biggest things this week. Is there anything anybody wants me to speak about before I go? Anything? I want to try and keep these around an hour. I've just gone over an hour. Anything you want me to catch up with? There's nothing coming through here. I don't know if it's frozen. I'm sure you don't look that bad. My ChatGPT. I think they're in. Has it frozen? Has it frozen? Someone put a comment in so I know it's not frozen, please. I can see the love hearts. Thanks for the live. You're welcome. Thoughts on the next Congress session regarding UAP? When is that? Does anybody know when that is yet? Has that been confirmed? Has that been nailed in? That will be live, by the way. I'll live stream that. And potentially get like a co-host or two up so we can like talk over it while it's playing and stuff like that. I think that'd be a good idea. Maybe Amy can come on. Matt, if you ever want to play my blue UFO fell free, it's fascinating. What? Matt, if you ever want to play my blue UFO fell free, it's fascinating, says Nick Pope. I don't understand the question. Hi. Yeah, when is the next UFO? September. Oh, it's right, so it's a September one. Yeah, not far away, are we? That'll be live streamed, by the way. I'll set the stream up 24 hours before so everybody's aware of it, and if a co-host like Amy or anybody wants to join me on that, we'll have someone with a bit of personality, someone I can have a laugh with, not someone who just go, I don't want to be too serious on my channel. That's when you know the money's taking over and it's the fun's coming out of it. I want to talk about everything without having any worries about it being affecting my income because I get off my ass and go and work. Someone's trying to take me out here. I can't breathe properly, people. I don't know what's happening. Not frozen. September possibly the 1st. Yeah, I know which one you're on about now. I just thought something might have come out that I didn't see. So I'm going to go over quickly this thing for the people. So if you want to buy the G-Scope, it's £75. And If you want to buy the Q code gold, it's £165. And if you want the one for your mobile phone, it's £5. And this apparently allows you to, well, this mobile phone one I'll read out for you. This is an alternative for Q code device, ready to be installed to your Android mobile phone. Great to use inside haunted houses. This application could trigger paranormal activity in a matter of seconds. Please use with care, as far as this app can increase paranormal activity and start unusual things to happen. Sorry, I can't breathe. I can't breathe then. And those are his books. just to show you that I have bought his book, The Sphere Network. Fantastic book. And I am only up to chapter 11. There's 20 chapters. I'm on chapter 11, so I've got another, just over halfway through the book. I was hoping to get it done before I spoke to him yesterday, but I wasn't able to. But I did skim through it afterwards. Before he got there, just to go through some of it quickly. So I have got a good idea of the full entirety of that book. And it's well worth £10, let me tell you. It's one of those to stick in your UFO collection, where I will eventually put a shelf up and all my books will be here. And let me tell you, there isn't many of them. Because a lot of them are grifters. This guy's not a grifter, it's just research. Whether his research is wrong, that's different. That's could be the case. Might be the case. But it's research, it's not someone that's just making bullshit up. If it isn't what he's saying it is, there's definitely still something there, do you know what I mean? It's like, well, what is that then? And he's getting a bit of backup from people like Beatrice, with these transient objects being found around the size of these objects that he reports in his books as being type 1, type 2, type 3s. So that's all fascinating as well. Right, folks, I'm going to end it there because I'm sweating my backside off. I'm in a bad mood because United lost. You've all angered me because you all come in here and just took control of the live, which I felt fuming with that. And you just fucked my evening up. But I want you all to come back because I really do like you and I appreciate you. So Sunday we'll be live again. Might get a co-host up. I will see you during the week. My Patrick Jackson interview will be up tomorrow. Keep an eye on TikTok. There'll be clips going up on my TikTok. And that's about it, really. Anything you want me to talk about, anything you want me to do for my next, anything you think that will be good for next Sunday, just send me a message on TikTok. I'll get back to you. Or email me, UFOsaroundtheworldbrand@gmail.com. I always get my emails quicker than TikTok, so and Kyle can verify that. I get them all the time. It's just replying all the time. I don't always have the time to reply, but I do always see them, my emails. Right, folks. Let me read the last bit of comments here. Much love to you, Mermaid Roxy, as well. Hope you have a better evening. I hope so. I think I'm just going to go sleep and cry. The foil hat fairies, Christmas trees. Christmas trees. Oh, Forest. I'm a Rangers fan. Feel my pain, lol. Forest. Oh, Forest. Right. Yeah, got you. Yeah. I don't care. Forest won. They won't. They still get relegated. Add me if you want. Get down tonight to watch. Yeah. Where do you live? Whereabouts do you live? Thanks. Take care, Matt. Thanks, Matt. Thanks all. Let me know where you live. Put in the comments. If I end the live, I'll still see the comment anyway. And don't forget to please just share the live or clip it. Take clips from it and put it into your TikToks or whatever. I don't mind. Everything's mine. What's mine is yours. What time is it there now? It's 20 to 9 at night. Sorry, that feels. Thanks, man. Right, I'm going because Dan's winding me up now because United lost and his team won for once. Right, I'm going. Take care. Good night.